Hello and welcome. Today I'm in the tier 8 German battleship, the Tirpitz. This match is on another new map called Two Brothers that I have never played before. And the enemy has quite a few Amagis. We have an Essex, they also have a carrier. And I start out by going to the right side of the map, and there's an Amagi who was going backwards for a long ass time, so we shelled him pretty heavily. At this point I was thinking that he was gonna turn, so I fired a bit higher, but turns out that I was wrong. But then again, I still did a ton of damage, which I'm quite happy with. And I think I can take another shot even when he's behind the island there, because he isn't turning, so I should know more or less where to aim behind the island because of the name, although I don't think I did very well with it, but it's something I would like to really learn. You know, to judge how high the ship is based on where the icon is showing. But you know, it takes time to learn such big details. This Amagi is the next target, although I could fire at the other one, but that would make me slow down. On top of that, this guy is easier to find. I aimed before he went behind the island, so I don't have to wait until he shows himself completely from behind the island again. Although it's possible he has turned, but you know, he didn't really. Although it's unfortunate some of my shells hit the island. But because I want to keep going forward, and since I'm the closest ship, I keep myself extremely angled so I don't take a lot of damage from the Amagi. I imagine he's gonna turn to go behind the island, so I aim a lot higher. But I think I aimed a bit too far ahead. Height was okay, but too far ahead still. I'll keep myself extremely angled now because I really want to go fight the guys at B, because there's only one guy that's coming over here. Although I do want to get all 4 guns firing. I aim a bit higher because I want to hit the superstructure of the Amagi at this point, because superstructure hits from this kind of angle could, you know, they would hit the superstructure and start going into the ship, which could be extremely damaging. But now the Amagi is showing broadside properly, so at this point I think she's pretty much dead. Although I might miss again. I'll try to lead a bit less while still firing high. Anyways, now even if I don't kill him with this, and I didn't, I don't think I can take another shot at her. Yeah, she's gone. Well, that Amagi is the next one. And it seems she is either moving backwards or standing still again, or just started to move. Because she doesn't... Wait, no, never mind. I was wrong. Maybe she was moving already. Oh well. I would like to turn, but since there are shells incoming, and as we know how the... Oh, she wasn't moving full speed at all. Maybe she was slowing down instead. Anyways, I wanted to turn, but since there were shells incoming, it's a bad idea in a Tirpitz because the citadel is below waterline, and so it's difficult to citadel a Tirpitz if she isn't actually turning, or if you aren't very far away. So it's important not to be turning and show my broadside to the enemy. Wow, I can't believe none of those were citadels. Those seemed like such great shots. Oh well. But anyways, yeah, essentially if you turn towards the enemy and he is firing at you, you are opening your citadel up for shots. That's something I want to avoid, so I try not to turn towards the enemies when they are firing at me in a Tirpitz. In other ships it's fine because your citadel is exposed anyway, so it doesn't make much of a difference. And turning towards them will make you much better angled and all that, but in a Tirpitz I think it's a bit different. I wanted to slow down a little bit just to make sure that I I take a bit longer to get out from behind this island to force the Amagi to switch targets to somebody else. I mean, if he's aimed at me, then he'll expect me to come out from behind the island soon, but if I stay behind the island longer than I should, then he won't have a target. On top of that, I'm kinda low HP, so I don't really want to tank that much damage. At least not until my next repair is up. I think tanking damage is fine, it's just that if you're playing a battleship, then if you die before all your heals have been used up, you are essentially wasting all that HP that your heals could have given you. So it's a bit better if somebody else tanks for a bit, and I can just tank later again. Sadly, this Amagi seems to be intent on going through the small gap, which I think is a pretty good choice, because while we can fire at her, we can't exactly, you know, do massive damage because she isn't showing her broadside when she's in it. And I used my heal. This gives me over 10,000 HP. And I still have 2 more left. Anyways, I guess I can fire at the Amagi in a bit, but she will be angled, extremely angled in fact. Now the plan is to just follow the enemy team in the ring around the Rosie, and hopefully we won't lose A, and we will just get B and D, because they don't seem to be leaving much to defend the D area, except that one North Carolina that has fallen behind. This is the dangerous part for the Amagi, because this is where she has to show us a bit of broadside, because, well, she can't get out of the small strait, I guess, if she doesn't. I don't actually think we can kill her, which is unfortunate, because we kinda need the points at this point, but I think that North Carolina will give us quite a few of the points, because I don't see how she thinks she's gonna survive, because it's a 2 Tirpitzes and an Iowa, so we can probably take out anything that comes our way. I wanted to fire over the middle towards enemies at sea, but I wasn't able to. I'm gonna go to the left of this island, and I spotted the Lexington. What? This Lexington is so low HP. I definitely have to take a shot. I mean, that's like a free kill. It's especially important because we need points. Oh my... Wow! I was certain that was gonna kill him. On top of that, I can torpedo the North Carolina because she's getting closer. The important part is to not let her ram me. Okay, let's try to take another shot. Even an over penetration is fine at this point because she doesn't have enough HP. Click on the North Carolina to select target and fire at the front guns, because this might kill one of the secondaries. I mean, one of the main batteries, which would be extremely useful. I don't want to fire torpedoes from here because they will probably only hit like one of them. I wonder whether those torpedo bombers will drop. Yeah, they dropped. That's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping that killing the Lexington will make them not drop, but oh well, it happened. Now, this is about a good time to torpedo. I think that 1 or 2 will hit, actually. I'm kind of angled when firing from here, but, you know, might as well try. Although I think it was a waste. I probably should have kept it, and the same with torpedoes. I mean, if I had torpedoed from here, she would be dead. So I misplayed, had to wait longer, but I think that at this point it's over. Because my guns reload faster and, well... Oh well, I still am alive, although I would rather not engage in a fight for the next 100 seconds, because I need to get my heal off, otherwise it's wasted. And we have a points advantage. On top of that, I think we have a composition advantage, because we have a carrier and they don't, and our carrier is pretty good. That Essex is... Wait, what? We have an Essex and they had a Lexington? Wow, I didn't even realize that one, even originally. But our carrier is out of harm's way. Yup, we had an Essex. Wow. I guess we did have a carrier advantage then. I didn't even realize that one. But I think we had a disadvantage in other areas because, well, look at the state of the match. If I hadn't happened on the Lexington... I mean, we are still at a points disadvantage. And we are probably going to lose the A-cap and those two guys in the top right corner. But I think that if I hit this Mogami like once or twice, I'll be able to get a kill. And I don't... Actually, I could die to the Mogami in like one volley. I just hope that doesn't happen.
Fighter ready for takeoff. Our victory is in sight.
But if I can get the Mogami, then it's okay. That will equalize the points I would lose for my team. Launch the plane, because even if I die, they can use the plane to spot. I mean, it doesn't matter, they don't have a carry anyway, I don't need it to defend. Okay, I got the heal off, which means that I probably won't die to the Mogami, and since the Mogami doesn't seem to be dodging, I think that this will get a kill. Excellent! This gives us a distinct points advantage. Now the important part is to, well, not die. Although I think even if I die, we should probably still win. I mean, we have a points advantage even if they do get a cap. They would have to get like a kill and some other stuff to actually win.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
This Northcal is the only thing within range, but since everything seems to be going away, I'll try to get closer too. I'll let the healthier Tirpitz on my team lead. And we lost one of the ships in the top right corner, which is unfortunate. But I should be able to survive like 1 or 2 volleys, so... I can still go in and do a bit of combat. Oh my god, we lost another ship. No, that's actually bad, because we are at a points disadvantage now. Although I do have faith in our carrier, because one of the enemy Iowans is very low HP and, well, we do have an Essex. Wow. That's actually a cruiser going up against those 2 battleships. But I think that we're gonna win at this point. 5k HP Iowa's gonna die and then the game ends. And he died. And we didn't even lose the A-cap. Excellent. Now we just need a bit of time. Even if they kill one of us more, it'll be fine. They would need to kill 2 of us to actually win. And we finally, or rather I finally got in range of the 24k HP Amagi. There's a surprising amount of Amagis in this match actually. And the game ended. Yay! And we won! Excellent! I almost made a whole circle around the map. And I got a Dreadnought, 2 Citadels, 58 hits, 10 plane kills, 2 torpedo hits, 3 ships sunk. I even got 2 fires, thank you secondaries, and I kept 3 bases. quite something. 2100 base experience, even above the Essex, of course. And I did 125k damage or so. Okay, actually I didn't, like, whatever. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please subscribe, and thanks for watching.